Hello everybody, it's Dio here from Firm But Fair Gaming, bringing you another BellWright video. Today we are going to be talking about trading and the most beneficial item to trade in when we are trading with other settlements. So if you have liberated settlements, when you click on them, like I've liberated Herondine here, you would start off with the overview where it says, what your trust level is. We are BellWright, but after you liberate, you can trade with them. And then you go to trading, and you can see here what Herondine has to offer. I have also liberated Bradford, so we can kind of see the same thing. And then also Farnworth, and I had Padstow liberated as well. So just a few things. So then when you're trading with them, you would just say what you want, and then they give you a gold value, and then you can see all these items that you can trade with them, and we have very different values for them. Just wanted to, before jumping into that, just wanted to take this opportunity to show off my fancy little town here. It is actually getting quite big. I would say it's not a village anymore. It is definitely a town, and it is getting bigger by the day. I am obviously standing in front of my town hall here, and it is quite massive. If you haven't unlocked it yet, it is very big. It's got some cool things, a little fire in the middle. It's got its own research thing. Anyhow, enough about me wanting to show my town, and we will get to what you actually are here for. So when we go into the trading here, we'll just go to Herondine. So as you can see, this is a list of everything that you have in your stockpile. And so there's a lot of items. Let's just focus on what individual ones are. So we go into our food. Obviously, there's nothing huge here value-wise, like ones and fours, which might be beneficial early, but late, not so much. I usually got a ton of spoiled food. I have less now that I have food sellers, but I used to trade that just because it was nice and easy. We go into our resources. I really don't like parting with resources because we're going to use them, but if I have a huge surplus, I might. Like here I have 1,000 sage. Obviously, I don't need that much. My farmers just went a little bit crazy. And same with my ore. I used to have like a ton of this, and so I was trading that early. Hindsight says I shouldn't have. Anyways, we can see here there's nothing really, like some have high values, but they're also high items to procure or get, so we don't want to trade away those. So moving on to armors, which is where I found the most value. So in armor, I was trading in my old pieces of gear as I migrated up, and I noticed that the older items actually have higher values than the newer tier items. So in particular here, as you can see, this might jump out. The Adventurer's Garb, 380 gold trade value for an Adventurer's Garb, which is a tier 1 chess piece. And then we also have our gloves, 30. So you can see here, another big value here, 220 for raw hide jerkin. That I believe is later in the tier. We have only 38 for a rugged shirt, 245 for a thick jerkin, 245 also for a reinforced jacket. And then here we have a rough gambeson, which is, I believe, a tier 2 chest, but it's only 26. Then we have a strengthened shirt, which is also 380, but there's a lot more required to make a strengthened shirt than there is an Adventurer's Garb. Same with the tunic here, 245. The basic gambeson, which is the last level of tier 1 shirt, is 175, so it is less than half the value of an Adventurer's Garb. Here we have some tier 2 helmets that are not worth much either. And then this is a tier 3 chest piece, and it is worth only 26 gold. So obviously, based on all this that we're seeing, the biggest bang for the buck that I have seen so far would be the Adventurer's Garb. So if we go and just look at our tech tree and zoom in on the right side here, so this is the Adventurer's Garb. It is the tier 1, I believe, the more heavily armored shirts. This would be the slow moving one, but this is worth 380. This was also worth 380. Same with this. And then the basic gambeson was worth 175. This tier was worth a little bit less, but the fact that the Adventurer's Garb is worth 380 and it's only tier 1 is so easy to make. So if we actually go to our crafting, and we go all the way down to, let's just go to our weavers, nope, the hut, not the table. The adventure garb costs 2 rope, 3 pelts, and 3 simple cords, which is super easy to get, especially once you start liberating. So I have this on top up. I always want 3 on hand for trading purposes. As I liberate more towns, I'll probably increase that to 5. So really we need 3 pelt. So 3 pelt, and then the rope and simple cords is just hemp and flax, I believe. So if we go to the rope, so there, let's just say we might need 5 hemp there and 5 flax in order to get those 2 things. So for 3 pelts and 5 flax and 5 hemp, maybe a little bit more, you can get a 380 gold trade value. So then if we go into our trading here, I'll go down to Farnworth, and like we can just grab whatever we want basically. So that's a bit much. I actually don't need any of those. Don't need so much resin. Whatever. So as you can see, then we can filter on our armor. 380 value, just going to pay 40 gold, and we're going to get that, which is amazing. Go over to Padstow. I also like to take everything from Padstow. Don't need that many. Sure, I'll go one more and trade another one, and it's that easy. Like, just, it's worth so much money in the trade value. I can't believe that it's that high. Maybe they'll change that, but for right now, the best bang for the buck is the Adventurer's Garb. If you didn't know that yet, I hope you found it helpful. And that's going to be the end of the video. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I have a big building coming in there. I believe that's my blacksmith. But anyways, so that's all I wanted to touch on for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the other videos. And of course, you can come find me on Twitch. So until next time, this has been Dio from Firm Before Gaming. Hope you're enjoying BellWright. Happy liberating, trading, banditing, brigandeering, and all the fun stuff that the game has to offer. And we'll see you in the next video.